People, it's me, Kinghuman. Clown mug today because of the clowns in Congress are trying to do it to us again. Let me take another sip, set this down, and you're going to hear me scream and yell. Maybe I'll scream and yell at you. If you're one of these mindless sheeple, I'm going to be screaming and yelling at you. If you're a thinking person, then I won't be screaming and yelling at you. Okay, you're going to have to figure out where you stand on this line. What's doing is, and this is really important, this is why I want you guys to watch this video with an open mind, and I want you to share this video because it does affect all of us. It affects our standard of living in a significant way. What's doing is, once again, the government is reaching in to your pocket to take your money. I've talked about this in the past. They've been trying to pass this internet tax. It's going to be a sales tax on everything on the internet. And it's going to be a burden to small internet businesses, and it's going to be another land grab on your cash. Why? Because government can't live within their means. So what do? They go to the form of least resistance, which is the little guys like you and me, because we're too apathetic and we're too stupid to raise up en masse and say, look, enough is enough. You cannot keep punishing us for your stupidity. You can't just keep taking money from us. No, that doesn't happen. You idiots would rather watch a stupid football game than get involved in your own future. Bunch of idiots screaming and yelling at a TV. Hey, football! They wouldn't get 1/5 of one half-eaten turd as excited about their own future. They don't watch government. They don't watch government TV. They don't even know who their congressperson is. They don't care. You people are idiots. You're sheeple. You've been programmed and manipulated to the point where you're so apathetic you don't care what happens to you. These guys pass this law, and suddenly you're hit with an extra tax, and then you're going to bitch. And you're going to bitch and moan and snivel and say, what happened? Because you didn't get involved early, and you didn't stand up against this crap and say, no more of this bullshit. We're drawing a line in the sand. You cannot just keep taxing us. Oh, it makes me so angry that people are more invested in a football game than they are in their own life. And you know, that's by design. You know that, right? All these little entertainment things, football and all this crap, is designed to keep you distracted from caring about your real life. And it works like a charm. As it was actually Caesar that started this. I won't go back into that digression. I'll save that for my podcast, my radio thing. But I can't wait for some of you idiots to call me on that. When I say idiots, if you're an idiot, wear that. If you're not an idiot, okay, then I'm not talking to you. So, again, they're trying to pass this internet sales tax, and I resent it because, well, for the reasons I just stated. I hate them thinking of us as idiots. You know, Congress says, okay, we need money, okay, we'll just pass this another hidden tax. This is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to go onto Google, and I want you to Google the hidden taxes we pay. And you're going to see, you know, it's getting to the point now when you add up our income tax, state, federal income tax, our payroll taxes, all these taxes, the hidden taxes like gas tax and peanut butter tax and kishmim tuchus tax, all these taxes add up to half of your income. That means every dollar you make, 50 cents of it goes to the government. If you work an 8-hour day, you're spending 4 hours of your day just working for the government before you even make a penny for yourself. Half of your life is being stolen from you. Half of your life. If you didn't have to pay these taxes, you could work half as much and go on vacation. Your life would be so much greater. it would be such, you would have such a smaller burden on you. So I'm going to put a link to this video. There's a coalition out there called We Are Here, the We Are Here Coalition. I want you to go watch this video and get involved. You idiots, wake up. God, I want to shake you like a British nanny shakes a baby and just say, wake the hell up, you idiots. Put your foot down, stop this crap. Draw a line in the sand. Let these people know in government that if they continue to think of us as sheep that they can shear, we're going to throw their ass out of office. I know I wrote my congressman about this. What did you do? Nothing. Because that's what you do. Nothing. And then when the law passes and you get taxed, you sniveling bitch. They're taxing me again. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. Well, what did you do to stop it? Nothing. Because you're an apathetic idiot that sits on the couch watching football and eating Cheetos. So shut up. You got no right to complain then. Now, I'll put a link to that down there, that We Are Here coalition. So you guys that want to get involved, and I suggest you get involved, and I suggest you share this video with as many people as you can. Even if you don't get involved, maybe you can inspire somebody that has a brain to get involved. And it may save you from having to pay this tax in future. So the link to that video is down there. And I'm going to put a couple other links down there too. Now, of course, my solution was, I look at all these damn taxes and I think, okay, who pays the tax? The little guys like you and me. Why are there businesses out there, I'm talking huge, huge businesses, that pay zero tax and have paid zero tax from day one? And the fact that they pay zero tax means you and I have to make up the difference. It's not fair. And of course, you're going to say, well, Kinghuman, what businesses do that? What are you talking about? One word, religion. It's the biggest business there is. It's like, okay, let me throw some numbers at you. Now, this is the other thing I want you guys, because I know you're going to get freaked out. Oh, Kinghuman, he wants to tax our religion. He's taxing it. Okay, unclench your little pucker butts right now. Try to unclench your pucker butt and open your closed mind. And I'll get there. Religion is a business. I mean, I researched, I went onto Google and I typed in church wealth, income on churches, all that, to see how much they made. Now, we can't find out for sure because they don't report anything. And the reason they don't have to report anything is because they don't get taxed. Which is crazy because they own banks, shopping malls. They own huge, huge amounts of income property. They are huge rich and they're allowed to go tax-free. Now, it makes me crazy because all of you sheeple defend that position. And there's not a politician that will have the stones to stand up and say, you know what? We could solve a lot of our tax burdens and leave the average person alone. We could leave every person alone if we made religion pay their fair share. Did you hear that? Their fair share of taxes based on their income. I did a simple search. I saw that the Mormon Church made $7 billion a year. The Catholic Church, we don't know how much they made, but they spent $170 billion a year. That's what they spent. That's what they spooged away. And what did they spooge it on? Okay, in 2010, spending was $170 billion. And you know what? 2.7% went to charity, went to national charities. 2.7% went to national charities. This comes from The Economist. If you don't know what The Economist is, look it up. I'm not just making this shit up out of my head. $5 billion. The Catholic Church spent $5 billion in aid to the poor in 2010. But guess what? 2/3 of that money came from state, local, and federal government agencies. Didn't come out of the church's pocket. What? On top of that, the Catholic Church spent $3.3 billion in child molestation settlement claims. They paid $3.3 billion to pay off the families of the children that they molested. And they don't want to pay taxes? Oh my God, no, we got money to pay off, the families of the people we molest, the child molestation cases, but we're not paying taxes. Hell with that. We don't want to pay taxes. Hell with that. Let the idiot people, let the sheeple pay the tax. Because we're a religion, we're not paying tax. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. What if Apple or Google or any other company said that they paid $3.3 billion in a year to settle all of the child molestation cases from their employees? There would be such a scream throughout the land. But because it's religion, and the other thing I don't understand is, these priests don't go to jail. How is it that they're above the law? They molest these little kids, and they don't go to jail. The church says, oh, we'll take care of it. We'll just move them to somewhere else. And, it'll be all good. Where are you moving them? To a planet where they have no little boys? It amazes me. And it really drives me crazy that you people are so easily manipulated. If we just if we made these religions pay their fair share. Look, religion is supposed to be a benevolent organization for the betterment of mankind, for the betterment of society. You would think they would want to pay their fair share. But I know a lot of you idiots are going to say, oh no, that's not good. You can't do that. They make billions and billions of dollars. They're huge. They're bigger than Google, Apple, Microsoft. They're bigger than any of this crap. And they pay nothing. Believe me, they can afford to pay their taxes based on the amount of money that they make, just like the rest of us have to do. If I, as an individual, make a certain amount of money, I know I have to pay a certain amount of money in taxes. If I have a business makes a certain amount of money, it has to pay a certain amount of money in taxes. The church doesn't. They can make 80 trillion million gazillion dollars and they will pay zero in taxes. How fair is that? Especially when you consider what they're doing with it. I mean, 2.7% went to national charity. And 3.3 billion went to settling molestation charges. Yeah, let's keep religion tax-free. Let's not tax these institutions. Idiots. Idiots! Wake up! You idiots, you! Oh, Kinghuman, he wants to make us pay tax to go to church. You're an idiot. If that's what you think, you're a total idiot. Go away. You bother me.